It sounds like your goal is to get out of not just restaurant business, but working hard and being able to spend more time with your kids, right? How old are your kids?
So 6, 4, and twins, 10 months old. So it's and we're doing homeschooling too as well. So my kids are not going to traditional school. My wife and I we're educating them. So we want to give them like real life. I mean, we would like to travel. We want to do like nomad families, so they can learn about trees with trees on the street. I mean, go to parks, go to other countries, and understand that, I don't know, Wi-Fi and and malls and Chick-fil-A is not, the world. It's like there's a bunch of things out there different. So get them to learn about real life experiences, and also having a quality of life, and not just like designing living. I think there's a phrase, living a life by design.
Yeah,
So design your own life by design, right? And travel and be able to I mean, if I want to work out in mid afternoon, I mean, right now I wake up around 4:30, 5 in the morning, and I like my routine. But I'm like, hey, what if I want to get another workout midday? Why not? So you just get a workout, take the kids, so have more quality time. And again, I don't mind working hard. I just want to make sure it's smart. I want to make sure I'm not inefficient. That's a word. I want to optimize my effort. And I always tell people, like running, okay? You can go run with boots and a suit and a jacket. And I mean, you're running, of course, you're exercising, but you're so inefficient because you're running with boots and not tennis shoes, not the right shorts, the right pants. It's you got to put like 150% effort just to get maybe 70, 80% back. And you might get injured because you have not the right tools. So it's like, okay, if I'm going to do 5 hours of effort on my business, I want them to be 5 hours of like almost no inefficiencies. Whereas in the physical world, let's say going back to a restaurant or real estate, okay, I might go, okay, I got a plan for the restaurant. Today we're going to do XYZ. And then I got a call saying, hey, like I was telling you just before we started, we got the power. They cut the power. So some thieves tried to steal the copper wire and they left us 5 days without power. So now your whole plan goes to the drain because now you got to figure out to get an electrician. Now you got to put so much effort. And all that effort is not moving you forward. You're in the exact same spot that you were yesterday because now you're trying to fix all these things. Or an employee doesn't show up. Last week, an employee just showed up, didn't just quit. And she just didn't even call, nothing. She just decided to quit. Didn't show up, didn't call, didn't answer my phone, didn't take nothing. She just didn't show up,
Yeah.
So that's the thing. You cannot really, you got to work super hard just to get something
maintain
back.
The business, maintain that restaurant.
Exactly.
It's just
I want to work hard, but I want
to maintain it. There's no growth
Exactly.
on top of it. Yeah.
Exactly. So when I work hard, I don't mind it if it's one day or one day off. But that day, I want to be like, okay, I invested. I spent 5 hours on my site, on my business. But there were like 5 solid hours. Like I know I did some articles and I cleaned it, and it was like just almost no losses. So that's
growth activities, not maintenance activities on the site.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
And that's the difference when you buy the right business model for your lifestyle goals, right? And your financial goals. Because sometimes it can be different if you're buying an e-commerce business or you're buying a job. Not all e-commerce businesses are jobs, but there can be more work involved to just keep the business running versus content sites. Most work is growth activities, typically. So
exactly. And I said I don't want to do, if I can touch it, I don't care. Like I don't want it. So that's my view on e-commerce. I'm not saying it's not profitable, but if it's something I can touch it and feel it, okay, I'm not interested. So that's why I don't like e-commerce. It's like, hey, I don't want physical products. I don't want any of that.
Was that your goal when you came into buying an online business? Did you have a business model that you wanted to choose, or how did you come to the arrival of a content site? I remember us talking through email threads, but yeah, how did you come to that position?
I started, maybe down the road, I'm interested on SaaS, software as a service, but I don't have the background. I'm in the software, and I know you can hire these technical guys and they can take care of it. So if I have a technical guy that manages my software business, and this guy or girl quits or dies or disappears or something, who's gonna do it? How do I start from scratch? I'm sorry if I use my restaurant as a reference a lot, but in my restaurant, I mean, I can literally do almost 95 to 100% of what everyone does. I'm probably the slowest one. I have a bakery, so I'll be the slowest baker ever. The sandwiches I can make. We make sandwiches and pizzas and salads and all stuff. I'll be the slowest one, but I can still do it. I can do everything they do. I know how to do it. I almost never get into it unless they don't show up or we're busy or something happens. But at least I can do it. So I have the same feeling on the software. I don't intend to be that technically savvy, but the fact that I don't understand it, for me to at least explain it to someone else that I hire, makes me doubt it. I mean, like I'm not too confident with it. So I put the SaaS. I didn't eliminate it altogether. I just put it on the parking lot. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do these other things first. The content and e-commerce was just out of the line, like right off the bat, because of the physical products and the lower margins and dealing with distributors and products and Amazon. It was just a big no. So SaaS is in the parking lot right now, and and we'll move to content, and that's why I said, okay, I have a guy who writes the articles and stuff, but I mean, like, if he doesn't show up or disappears, I understand it. Maybe I won't write it, or I will if I need to, but I can explain it to someone else. This is what I expect from you. This is how I want it. So it's easier. So that's why I went from that to content.